Good evening and welcome to tonight's match between ilumos and Piggy Himmler. In the green corner we're faced with ilumos, showing some pretty interesting statistics with a 60% efficiency at the machine gun, mirrored in the railgun and plasma gun statistics as well.
Awards including the Regen Romp and its Easy as Prey being Predator MC, Orbital 666 and Demon.
Tonight he will be facing Piggy Himmler, a very strong contender, beating Green Gecko, Bert 3D and Demon to get to this stage. I said showing a very healthy efficiency with the shotgun at 100%.
With a 2.1 kill to death ratio, best in the tournament so far, and very high railgun efficiency as well.
Should be an interesting match, I should think.
I think so, Sam.
Excellent. Let's get to it. As they're already off to a very quick start, ilumos following Piggy Himmler with the gauntlet between going to the central section of this very difficult space map, Touring 6.
Piggy quick with the personal teleporter there, perhaps he's a little edgy.
Could be argued, but comes in very handy this sort of map.
A very good kill there from ilumos, a long range rail, Piggy Himmler's health beaten down.
An early kill, making inroads, and a second kill indeed. Some very good performance in the first 30 seconds of this very tense match.
Expectations could be changed throughout this map.
A controversial move from Piggy Himmler, taking the score down by 1 point. That central rose you see in the centre of the map allows the crusher object to be manipulated, so if someone were foolish enough to jump in there using the jumpers, they find themselves in a bit of a squishy situation, I'd argue.
Quite right, quite right. ilumos being shot off the edge there, denied his landing.
Very difficult in this kind of space map, certainly with the railguns where they have a lot of stopping power. Perhaps no direct kills can be made, but certainly with that stopping power it is very much possible to manipulate the tricky terrain that you're faced with on a space map.
Piggy Himmler narrowly missing the jump pad.
But matched by ilumos at the same time. 0-0 with a minute and 30 seconds into the game.
Oh, look at that.
Can we see
that again, yeah? Gibbs everywhere,
Yeah,
very nice.
That is quite unpleasant to watch.
Piggy will be very pleased with that.
I think I'm going to go home from this with a couple of things to think about when I'm lying in bed at night.
Indeed, indeed.
Now, I think we might see a lot of this jousting between this long section between the jump pads going on quite frequently, again with many similar plays to that.
Piggy Himmler getting a good rail in, but then getting a rail by ilumos again. ilumos fatally missing the 50 health there.
Very difficult, a close-up rail from Piggy seals the deal, 3-0.
ilumos jumping clean off the edge there, he won't be pleased with that at all.
Negative figures, not very good. Not what this man wants to see in such a crucial match, but final indeed. More jousting going on. A couple of dab hands with the railgun. Very important tool in this particular match.
It's such an open environment, you have to be very good with the railgun and at least avoiding it as well.
Definitely, it certainly has a lot of influence with the central crusher object as well. Oh, a lethal shot there from ilumos.
Beaten down. ilumos with the teleporter now, will he use it to his advantage?
I sincerely hope he does do so because...
oh no, he didn't even have a chance. Despite Piggy Himmler being beaten down to a mere 16 health, he recovers quickly.
Very well performed, I'd say.
Piggy Himmler down to 8 health there.
Narrowly avoiding
50.
rockets. That's some excellent play. Very nimble and certainly a spot of luck. When you've got rockets like that flying in your face, you really need to be conscious of what you're doing.
ilumos being shot off the edge for the 3rd time in the match now.
It's finding it difficult to keep the other side of the level points there. ilumos making for the rosette, but no good at all.
He's just too fast.
And he needs to be fast in this kind of map. You can't stand still for a second.
Certainly not. He narrowly missing a rocket there. ilumos rocketing him and killing himself in the process.
Easy to do, certainly when you're faced with that proximity.
Another shot off the edge there for ilumos.
Difficult -2, he's in an unfavourable position, and again compounded to make that -3.
What's he doing? Who knows?
camping to line up his sights on the rosette, but sadly no one there to make it good.
Ilumos gaining a point and losing it shortly after.
Disappointing. On his own with a machine gun there, not much he can do. Piggy's got him lined up and keeps him from staying on the map.
I'd imagine that Ilumos must be getting very frustrated by now.
I can imagine he would be, Olly. Now he avoids the edge again, unfortunate.
Oh,
excellent.
Look at that.
Try that again, a sensational mid-air rocket. Although at the moment with an 8-point part, the margin of 8 points, I believe Ilumos really needs to pull some more plays like that out of the bag to make good.
Piggy standing still.
Unusual sight.
Ilumos getting beaten down by the rail there.
Now with so many jumper pads, it's unusual that you'll see such basic close combat railing, but with these platforms to contend, it can be somewhat disorienting, to say the least.
Ilumos getting scooted off the edge yet again.
Really finding it difficult again with a 10-point margin. A great deal he's doing.
Raining down rockets on Piggy there.
Can't make it good. Aims for the rosette. Piggy swiftly avoids the closed trap. Stay on the level. Very good.
Oh, look at that. Let's see that again. That was excellent.
Solid rocket work from Ilumos there, I'll argue.
What is he doing there?
Unbelievable play from Piggy there. Simply sails clean off the map.
A welcome break for Ilumos, I think, though.
That's the thing, but interesting that such basic mistakes can be made, and yet he is able to maintain such a high point margin.
Oh, look. Oh, no, he's gone off the edge.
Unbelievable. Goes for a cheeky gauntlet kill, but sadly can't make it good. You feel that Piggy might be getting complacent with his high score count?
Possibly.
Ilumos definitely avoids the trap again.
Piggy picks up the teleporter at an opportune moment.
Excellently used there. Very quick reactions and whips round to plant a shot. Good rail kill. 7 points in it with 3.5 minutes to go. I think, although both players are playing particularly well, I think Ilumos will really need to conjure up something special to make good the game.
Oh, and he's lost it again.
So plays like that, you can't blame a man for having a bit of difficulty with this particular map, 26. Really not Ilumos' day, and what a bad time to be having a bad day, I'd say.
Nice rail through the head there, rain down on Piggy. Oh wow, look at that, let's see that. Still with the momentum from the jump pad, he flies clean off the map. Piggy between the pillars, trying to catch Ilumos. Ilumos has already gone off to the...
Gets a rail in the back, 3 health, but Piggy falls out of the bag. Swift turnaround, and I should imagine he jumps to that health fairly quickly.
I'm seeing fairly congruent repeating patterns here with Ilumos getting shot off the map a fair amount of the time, and Piggy getting beaten down but recovering very quickly. Piggy getting very swiftly squished there.
Excellent, good play, very swift reactions again from Ilumos to narrow the margin, but really with what is essentially a couple of minutes left to go in the game, this kind of rather pedestrian equalising game that's going on simply won't be sufficient for someone like Ilumos.
Ilumos being taken down again, that's a 10-point deficit.
You can't say the man isn't trying, certainly. He's very nimble, he knows the map particularly well, and he's a death shot, but really can't make good, and it's disappointing to see.
It is indeed. Ilumos shot off again. Had this not been a space map, I feel this probably would have been a fairly different spectacle.
I can imagine, certainly. But then again, there's the fact to consider all the different weapons he would have been faced with.
Quite right.
Piggy falls victim to the space map's perils again, but really it's small potatoes at this juncture in the game.
Oh, look at that, a mid-air rail. Let's see that.
Unbelievable.
Boom, splounge.
And I think at the end of the day, despite with mistakes like that, I think that with accurate shooting is really what pulls through, certainly on this map. generally as a Quake 2 player, those are the sort of skills you need.
Mid-air rails are a difficult art to master, but once you've got them, you become utterly deadly on the spaceman.
And a fucking noob. Very well demonstrated by Piggy again for the second time. Uses the personal teleporter to dick around, some would argue. Taunting his opponent, I would say.
Psychological, it is.
Illumos takes a well undressed.
Oh, I think Illumos' keyboard has stopped working.
It's unbelievable at this point in the game. It's not what you want to play. It's Piggy Himmler to rub it in, decides to throw himself off the map in disgust.
Illumos trying to replace the batteries in his key. Oh no, but Piggy Himmler comes and gets a cowardly kill with the gauntlet.
Maybe the respawn, he can get a couple of extra. No, he's fucked. He's totally fucked.
5 seconds left in the match.
4, 3. Well, I think we can say from both camps that is game over. It's been quite a match, quite a tournament, in fact.
In fact, yeah, it's been an excellent tournament indeed. But it was very clear from fairly early on in the match who was going to win this.
But certainly a noble fight. I think it's been worth watching and
it's been entertaining.
Entertaining to say the least. And we hope to see you soon for another Quake 3 tournament, maybe later on in the year. For this evening, I've been Sam McNamara.
And I've been Oliver Baker. Thank you very much. Good night.